Alright, what's up my good people? It is your girl Mitch Gaming and we're officially live tonight for the Pubg Mobile Sub-Saharan Africa Clash. We are in Group B and of course it has been an interesting time in the group stage there. We had Priest casting us the games for yesterday. That was in Group A, but now unfortunately there's nothing much I could say because the games what? Do I have webcam here as well? Sorry. The games have already begun and if I'm being honest, we're going to be expecting a lot of interesting games tonight. We have had a chance of seeing what Group A can actually cook. We have seen these teams playing it safe. I expected that to be the case because like I said, I know most of the teams are actually practicing for the PMN seeds and they're really trying their best just to make sure that they do not mess up when it comes to how they take on the fight, how they understand the opponents. So if you're already here in the live stream, how are you feeling? How is everyone feeling? Are you locked in? Do you have any teams that you're vouching for? Do you have a team that you specifically want us to look at and get to understand what they're up to? Tell us something. But then Rush Esports, they're taking on an early fight already, and we can see Black already has been taken down for AC. We can see Pride, that is Team Pride from Nigeria. I think that is a new lineup. So let's go and see what they're really up to already. Two of their teammates, that is Dom Kick and Nalo, have already been knocked and thrusted, taken all the way back to lobby. Now it's going to be up to Yen there to try and really get that recall. Of course, you have teams like RRAGE Esports. I believe you're going to be seeing some amazing plays coming from them, seeing that it's actually a team that many people are used to seeing them dominating, and it will not be a surprise to see them actually dominating even in the SSA games. We have RC there from Kenya, another team that we'll be looking at to see how they will be handling their fights, what are their plans around the games, which teams, which strategies are they going to be taking on. But I can see AOT there. I believe that is Yuri Boyka. I don't know if it's Boyka, the creator, or Yuri, the creator. This one, we have Rise as well. They are taking on a fight where they are. I'm just going to go there and pick real quick and see what's really happening. But then so far, so good. Most of the teams are playing it safe there. We have BERSERK in the game. I believe this is the team that I saw Zedu playing in, if I'm not wrong, and I believe Zedu played before. I'm not sure why he's not playing tonight, but of course maybe they have a whole rotation to their lineup, so let's just let them be there. But then Rise Esports receiving a whole time there already. A player has been knocked and fasted. It's gonna be up to Anna and Monkey to do something, but looking at Anna, I don't think Anna has the capacity, but then she gets spotted as well and she goes back to lobby, leaving just one player, which is Monkey, who can easily get that recall. There's no one right next to where he is. And of course, if you're already in the live stream, you are the real OG. Make sure to hit that like button, share, and of course sub if you're yet to do so. I have a lot of questions to ask you guys on the lineups. I know most of you know some of the new teams that are playing, like BERSERK. I want to know what to expect when it comes from them here, because I mean you can see what their teammates are already up to there. We can see Sphinx there getting some knocks, and Thas, we've seen Wraith there getting knocks as well, but they have one player that is not there. I believe that is going to be the player that gets that recall for their team. We have the dream team from Nigeria, and this is an old lineup. We are very aware of them, apart from I don't know if I've seen Nova before in the dream team, but I'm sure this is a new lineup as well. And I cannot wait to see what they're going to be cooking up for us there. We have IVX Gaming. I can see Captain Neymar, Loga, a team from Ethiopia there. I'm going to be looking at them as well. Neon Rising from Nigeria. Again, most of the teams here seems like they are from Nigeria. We have Navy Seals, I believe as well, is from Nigeria. We can see Amir, Zen, Akaza, Over X-Ray. A couple of our Nigerian teams have found their way in this lobby. So we'll see what they will be up to, how they'll cook each other, because at the end of the day, they will have to fight against each other in PMNC anyway. So I hope they are going to be using this as an opportunity to try and land the opponent and get their skills honed. But then so far so good. I'm yet to see any team suggestions there. We have Rush Esports, we have Rush Black there, and the team that is 545 and Rush Chinese, that is Rush nowadays, have been taken back to lobby. Black and Zamzam, two players remain standing, but it seems like they're not really going for that recall, and they actually want to take on an early fight. I do not know about them, but let's see how this play there. Rush Zamzam has been spotted. Some free fires are there from AC Cho, trying to get something happening there, but Zamzam will not be stopping. Oh, Psycho gets to sport him. I mean, a very interesting off angle there from Psycho. That leaves only one man. That's going to be Rush Black, who needs to get the recall. Otherwise, that's going to be it for Rush Esports. We're just in that first phase. It is Rondo, a very good map there. I'm a very big fan of Rondo. If you know how to play Rondo, then hands down, you're going to get a lot of eliminations there. RC, a team I expected to get a lot of points coming from, this game. I expected them to actually bag a lot of eliminations, but it seems like that will not be the case for now. But then we have Berserker. Let's go. We have Berserk Esports. They seem to be taking on, you can see, Goblin. What? 7 eliminations already to their name? No. Did the Dream Team just give them some kills there? I think they did. Dream Team there, Peter and Sad, have been taken back to lobby, leaving just Professor and Nova as the last 2 players are remaining from their team. Most of the lobbies here in the group stage are not really that aggressive. Most of the teams are taking their time, and I am there for that. If you take your time, then no one will ask you, and no one will actually beat you for taking your time. So take your time, my good sirs, okay? And ma'ams, if there are any ma'ams in the game, of course, take your sweet time. We're now in a chicken dinner for 03 Brothers. Have I seen 03 Brothers? No, I've not seen 03 Brothers. I think 03 Brothers is from Nigeria as well, right? I cannot see Spiky. I don't think 03 Brothers made it into the game. I think that the team captain there has some explaining to do, because we cannot see them. But now with that zone shift in there, we have AOT Bogar, we have Temper 6 God, AOT Yuri, AOT Kashi. We'll see if they're going to be taking on any fight towards their side there. We have Berserk also making rotations into the safe zone. 14 teams still standing. This is just something about Rondo, man. There's always a fight somewhere. There's always someone camping and just wait, bro. I love Rondo. I just have to put it out there. But of course, in the comment section, like I said, which apart from 03, since I cannot see them in the game, unless I'm checking the wrong thing, but I don't think 03 made it. So you better look for Spiky and the teammates and tell them they're missing their first game. And group stages will be a little bit different. I mean, being in the top 32 is not going to be an easy thing, and it's going to be dependent on how you actually take on, the fights, rather when are you going to survive and all that. A lot of things do come to play. So I hope the teams are not aware of this. I hope they are aware of this. Okay, sorry about that. So now the zone is about to shift, and I cannot wait to see what the teams will be up to. This is my first time casting Rondo, and there's no fights. Rage, okay, I can see Rage is going to go. We have Bradley there sporting a team, misses a couple of shots there with that spray, and they'll be going away. Sharky actually decides not to continue driving because of the damage he got there, and we can see RC, they want to get closer, but I mean, they need that entry knock there. Sharky cooking up a grenade, but then it doesn't really connect just yet. Rashiano, they're also trying to get closer, using that bridge to his advantage. I mean, you have to be very much careful as well. Anyone could see you from either the northern or the southern side from where you are, but of course, there's Sharky trying to cook up more grenades. GS there just maintaining. The nade actually goes in. It's gonna be a beautiful Kobe, and now GS there being one of the teammates is down. Beru trying to get a pre-nade cooked here. The teammates are closing in there from RC. They want to go in for that push. The nade, it goes out there, but that does it really do anything? No, it doesn't. And you have the player from RC that is fed, trying to get closer. A grenade in his hand, and Shaki as well trying to cook up something. GS right now, they're looking from every single side, and all they're seeing is fire and grenades. They're trying to get away from here, but Barry is getting cooked as well. The airstop K in his hand. He's looking for that opportunity. He knows they're gonna go in for that push. And nade is coming in there, actually a molly, and someone is gonna get cooked there, and he goes down. Now GS is losing numbers 1 by 1 score. Not really close. Unknown He's actually smoking up the recall center just to get his teammates recalled while this fight continues. Honestly, that is a good plan there. I mean, RC right now, they had the upper hand there. They had the eliminations. But I mean, GS getting that recall will be everything for them. It does change the game for them. They get to get a second chance here. So everything they do actually matters. RRAGE Esports on the other side, they're taking on a fight. And they seem to be on the losing side. They have 3 eliminations to their name. There's nothing really happening there just yet. They have finished that fight. So let's go where we have RC. It seems like they were cooking GES. So RC is not sure whether they want to go in for that push again. Rise Esports on that right side where we have GS. They have been able to recall. The numbers are still good again. But RC is still gatekeeping. The thing is, RC is in the safe zone and every other team right now is not in that safe zone. Rise Esports, I mean, you need to make it into that zone. Stop scoping. Stop looking. Just go. Otherwise, the gatekeepers will be doing a lot of housekeeping. And you might just be in their way. They are trying to get a clean compound. So, of course, a lot of things are in play here right now. Rise Esports, they are making their way into that safe zone. They have BERSERK on their side. We can't see them trying to get into that zone as well. Team Pride just playing a little bit sneaky here. They know BERSERK is there. They're trying to scope them. Nothing is being done just yet. Everyone is watching. No one is fighting. 14 teams were still standing. Only one team got eliminated. I believe that is Navy SEALs. But every other team right now is still in the game. Third phase, going into the fourth phase. That zone is going to be a little bit too small, but let's wait and see what is going to happen with that zone shifting. We have RRAGE Esports. They are taking their sweet time. 03 brothers have been. Bro, I don't see the 03 brothers you're talking about, guys. Am I blind? I'm not. I cannot see Spiky. Come on, guys. Spiky is not in RC. Spiky is in 03 brothers. But I don't know where the 03... They're supposed to have a 03 on their name. Unless they renamed, and I didn't know, but I know they're not in the game. So Neon Rising, they're taking on BERSERK. But finally, we have some fight there finally taking place there. One of the teammates from BERSERK is down. Sphinx, they're trying to get closer. That guy has a grenade in his hand. But of course, is he really that guy with that grenade? Almost getting good damage there. Sphinx being naded again. The nades are not connecting. He's cooking his nades as well. Another one goes in. Sphinx gets damaged as well. Now BERSERK is trying to retreat their Sphinx. Very much damage. Grenades are somehow tracking him down, and they're not stopping just yet. Neon Rising is cooking grenade after grenade. BERSERK, they're trying to get the revive. They go down, and another one gets dusted. Now 2 players main standing, Sphinx and Reach. Unfortunately, not Reach. Sphinx and Goblin take onto the vehicles at lady side. Nah, not today. They're Sphinx. They've been the last one standing. Neon Rising will get spotted. Sphinx, they're getting pre-fires, but he's not moving just yet. They're trying to get another knock with him, but unfortunately, he was quite low, and he'll be going back to lobby. Now, one player remains standing. That is Goblin. The zone is calling, but I think he's trying to find a way of recalling his teammates. Oh, that's going to be a risky one there, seeing how damaging the zone is. But I mean, if you're willing to sacrifice, then go ahead and do it. Get dusted by the zone and let your teammates come back to the game. Totally allowed if you are willing to sacrifice yourself for your teammate. Now, the Dream Team, they are taking on a fight as well. DT, what are you up to? Peter, back to lobby. Professor and Sad with Nova still standing. With someone there has actually gotten some damage. That's going to be Nova. And RC is doing some gatekeeping. I told you about this. I mean, if you get in the way of someone doing house cleaning, you know what's going to be happening there. You're going to be mopped to the face. Professor gets spotted as well. And that's going to be it for Dream Team. That will be going back to lobby. I mean, that's a good play there from RC. Waiting on the teams that are making the very, very late rotations and taking advantage of that is actually paying off there. We have this BERSERK and Team Pride. Oh, we do. So Team Pride there is also taking on that edge of the zone there. The no RC is there for BERSERK there. Unfortunately, they will not be making it fine to that safety there. We have the 7 been spotted. Beautiful cover from 11. And that's going to be leaving only Reach and Goblin as the last player standing. Goblin gets spotted as well. Reach, what's happened? What happened? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, 03 is in Group C. How am I seeing 03 on my list? Okay. So now RRAGE Esports, they're taking on a Rush, and we have a Rush Esports there, of course, being gate kept I mean, Rush Esports are good at, house cleaning and doing all that thing. But, I mean, this time around the tables have turned and Rush Esports is the team that is actually being held at, I won't say gunpoint, but I mean, they're the ones who are getting, held hostage here as they're trying to make their way into that safe zone. We have a Rise Esports as well. We can see Penguin and his teammates are trying to scope out the area, trying to find the safest place to be in. Neon Rising, that's gonna be Babies in here, just the last player standing right in front of Rage Esports. I mean, you can see Melio, you can see Slazy, you can see them trying to get closer. Slazy is just scouting around here, looking at the area. Where is this player? Where can I get him? But the player is not really into that mood just yet. He's not really feeling it just yet. He wants to get to his teammate. Baby's in there. Finally, Neon Rising makes his way there. But you know what happens when he gets there? He goes down on his knees. A flying Dutchman. He gets dusted all the way back to a bit of Rage Esports as well. They know. I mean, we just got one player down. What are we waiting for? Baby's in there cooking up a pre-nade. If it goes well, it's going to be a beautiful Kobe. But the drive-by is beautiful. Baby gets sprayed from the back, and that's going to be it for a Neon Rising there. Beautifully done by Rage Esports. Now I understand why we have someone in that comment section looking for Rage Esports. Totally makes sense, and that is the reason why we are seeing a beautiful play there coming from Rage Esports, another team that doesn't have been voted. But we have Ngolo Kante down on his knees. Shaki and the teammates, and it get closer. Pedro as well is trying to close in there. The pre-fires are looking good. We have one player there from Rise going down. That's gonna be Monkey. Ninja and the teammates who want to get closer. Rashiano, the north angle there, passes by the vehicle, and you know what's gonna be happening there. Rashiano goes down as well. Shaki, last person, the last hope for RC. A grenade in his hand there. Rise Esports, they know how to apply pressure. Grenade goes in, and RC will be going back to lobby. Immediately they finish that there. Team Pride closes on this fight here, and Rise will be expecting a lot of third-party fights here. But I believe Don Kiki have to be very, very careful. AC, did they just clash and destroy the Rise Esports team as they were trying to get the revive? Oh, they actually did. And not just at the back there, we have IBX Gaming from Ethiopia. They do the same thing. A grenade goes in. Neymar, he survives that one, but I believe AC will not be letting that slide just yet. Now Rush Esports, another team joins the party. Rush, they have a team on their left. That's going to be Rage Esports, and I believe it's going to be up to you 505 to do something, because right now Rush Esports has only one elimination, and what they need is placement points, because at this point I don't think the eliminations will be counted. I don't think they will do I don't think they'll be doing good, because I mean, what was that grenade? Now the Psycho, the last player standing there, is focusing on someone right outside the zone. Grenades are coming in hot here. We might just be seeing another Kobe, and another player goes down to that Kobe. I mean, Group B, are we cooking nades only? Ish. We're only cooking nades, and it's looking amazing there. We have Rise Esports player that is Balal. They're getting I believe not even Balal, I mean Rage Esports getting a knock there from that's Balal getting one of the players from Rise Esports. That is Monkey. Now 3 teams remain standing. Penguin, they're almost dusted. Why are people going into these nades? Rage Esports, the grenades are lethal. Another player goes down on Rage Esports grenades, and now just 2 teams remain standing. I don't know if there's anyone who can outdo Rage Esports with the Kobe's, but I can see the players here from Team 6 there. One of them goes down, and now it's gonna be up to 10 to do something. A grenade in his hand, looking for a pre-nade, probably a perfect Kobe on Rossini, but he'll be going away from that grenade, and I believe 7 is there finally to give his teammates some cover. 10, you have to be very careful. Rage Esports did not know how to take their time. Rossini, nades going in. Look at 10 there, look at the damage. Now let's watch this grenade land on his head there, because this one right now is gonna be a Kobe, and someone will be going back to lobby. Now 7 being the last player. I believe we've seen it. 10 is very much damage. He's trying to get closer to that. Just lazy goes in, but I mean, there's nothing you can do because Rage Esports did not come to play with anyone in this game, not even a single person. That was an amazing game there. I enjoyed watching that first game. They are beautifully done for Group B. I mean, they got themselves a chicken dinner. It's RRAGE Esports. They got themselves 18 eliminations to back up that chicken dinner. Coming in second place, we have DW with a total of 5 eliminations. And second place, not as bad. Say the 5 eliminations, second place, at least 11 points. That will do them good. We have a third place, that is Rise. We have them getting a total of 7 eliminations. A fourth, we have AC with the 11. Is this 11? 11, okay. We have 12 actually. We have fifth place, Rush Esports 1. 6, you have ABX Gaming 2. 7, you have Team Pride 8. 8, you have RC with how many as well for them here? 7. 9, you have BERSERK. With the 8, 10 you have Neo Rising 3, 11 you have Dream Team 2, 12 you have AOT 1, 13 you have GS3, and 14 we have Navy Souls with 0. Going a lot to date eliminations, we have none other than RRG player Balal, best companion with 3 rescues. You have AC Psycho CEO, and then finisher with the final elimination, you have Rage Rusini. Well, that's gonna be it there for game number 1. Of course, we'll be taking a quick break. I know I have a webcam, but we're gonna do that in the second game. Let's clean the lenses, right? So let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back after the break. BRB. I just talked 10. God damn. Anyway, I said big shout out to RRAGE Sports for the chicken dinner. If you're watching the live, hit the like button, share, and hit the sub button. And of course, we're going into game 2. So tell me in the comment section, which team do you think is going to be giving us the chicken dinner for game number 2? Because Mitch. Okay, let's go. Game 2 is a go. Anyway, guys, yeah. Last time it was BRB thinking I'm casting. Today is another thing. Yo, send help. But don't worry, I have my coffee now, guys. These days it's like I'm old, man. I have to take coffee before anything, man. Anyway, it is game 2 there in Erangel. Looking at the plane path, it is coming from basically on the western side of Erangel, but coming from Zarki all the way to Sosnovka military base, just by the edge there, not even that much into military base. But let's see what we're going to be expecting from this team. The zone itself, it looks like it has taken on something different. Bro, I need guys, how is this possible? How do I do that sometimes, man? Anyway, tell me in the comment section what you think. But going into Pochinki, we have IBX Gaming, and they seem to be ready to take on an early fight. I have seen teams being very, very comfortable taking, fights early in the game. I have no problem with that. All I can say is make sure that you do everything you can to win that game. So the Doors of War, that is team 6, they almost got a chicken dinner in the last game, but that chicken dinner did not find them. And yeah, if you get where I'm talking and there's nothing. Just know now is when you guys are hearing me. Bro, you see, when when people said, yeah, whatever they said, Mitch did not listen. Okay, a minute. Okay, cool. Okay, I think now my voice is there. I am very sorry. It's like an addiction. But of course, let's see what we're going to be expecting here from Neon Rising. They landed in military base, and they have a team that is a GS in the same place as them. Not really the same place, but almost same place. So of course we're going to expect something there at the end of the day. So we'll just let them be there and make their rotations. Yes, Naya Poliana does not fall short of teams. We have 2 teams as well there. We have BERSERK, and we also have AOT also being in the same place. I need to know if this is Yuri. I need to know if this is Yuri. We know Yuri, and just tell me if this is Yuri. We have Rashi Sports. We left them there in Gatka. Of course, they're going to be making their rotations. RRAGE Esports, on the other hand, they decided to go on that northern side of Georgeville. When we look at just by Zarki, we also have a team leaving that place, that is AC. I need to say their names in full so that they can stick. Okay, let's look at their names. AC 11. Okay. Wait. Ancient champions. The ancient champions. Ancient champions. We'll see what they'll be up to. I like a rainy night. Seems to be a rainy night tonight. Hopefully it doesn't affect the net. No, but I'll not be jinxing that. But in the comment section, guys, I need to know which teams are we vouching for. You can tell me which teams you're vouching for, right? You can tell me why we are vouching for them as well. Because I told you in this lobby, we actually have a lot of Nigerian teams here. And then, guys, I just feel like asking this question. Do you feel like we'll be having new champions in the African scene? Please answer that. I know most of you tend to avoid such questions, but you can answer that. Do you think we're going to be having new champions in the African scene? You've seen how people have, made new lineups. They have been training. People are playing in tournaments and all that. So do you think they're going to be having a new team dominating the Africa region, or will we still have see doing their thing because of exposure, because they've already been to PMGC and they felt what it feels like to be in that global setting and be against global teams that have experience like 3-4 years in the global stage? So do you think that is something that will be affecting us as the community in Africa? Do you think that gives the RJC one step ahead of everyone else? Do you think that's the case? If you think so, you can tell me in the comment section. If you don't think so, you can also tell me in that comment section. I am very much willing to have that conversation before the teams start fighting. But looking at the zone, we are still in that first phase. I believe we are going to be having a repeat of what we saw there in Rondo, where we had teams not taking on early fights till the end of the game. That's when we'll see people fighting and all that. So I'm not even worried about not having any fights just yet. I'm willing to have a conversation about PMNC. Seems like we have a car chase. RRAGE ESPORTS last game. It's like they're on steroids, man. You see how you see footballers all of a sudden they're just dominating and you didn't expect it. Of course, RRAGE ESPORTS we expected, but you were like, where did this guy come from? That is what is happening right now. So with the zone shifting, we still have teams in Zerki. We have people in Georgepol making the rotations. Actually, we have a really good rotation here from Dream Team. But it seems like they're not the only team thinking that way, because Navy Seals as well is doing the same thing. Now where Dream Team is right now, they don't really have anyone to give them that pressure or need to make any more rotations. As for RRAGE ESPORTS, somehow they feel the need to continue moving around in the vehicles. Who am I to complain? I'll just say, do it. Roam around. Also, can I remove HD or is HD okay? Let me know if I put it into smooth. Maybe this is too dark for some of you. Once you get here, you can tell me. I will just switch. So GS, let me look at GS. There it seems like they're taking on. No, what the? So Neon Rising, there. What? When did Neon Rising encounter a team? And how are they taking on a team? I don't see where. Where did Neon Rising go to? Okay. Military base there seems to be heated, and Neon Rising have been able to get 2 eliminations to the end, and they can see some of their turn to take on their teammate. Beekeeper getting good cover from his teammates. Actually, well done there, and I believe that's gonna be it for GES. They will be going back to lobby as the first team to be eliminated in that second game of the night. I know the zone is about to shift, and teams now will be looking for that safe place to occupy. And for some of them, that bridge camp might actually be a good thing to do. IBX Gaming, they might actually be able to gatekeep the players from Neon Rising as they try to make their way into that safe zone. For Team Pride, they actually have been able to spot RRAGE ESPORTS. We might just be seeing a fight here as well. Of course, something I'm going to be interested to see how it goes. I'm not going to lie. I really need to see how it goes and who's going to be dominating in game 2. Team Pride, nothing coming from them. Navy Seals also making their rotations into that safe zone. Neon Rising as well. Now they need to go into the zone. It seems like no. How is BERSERK here? Nah, somebody's gonna get cooked here. Neon Rising is going to get cooked there as they try to make their rotation into that safe zone. That depends if BERSERK decides to leave, and it seems like they want. Actually, no, they're not doing that. They're going back. or someone there's gonna be cooked. But of course, let's leave them and do their thing. Their Dose of War is actually getting spotted here by Rise Esports. Praise are connecting, but they will not be stopping just yet. They seem to be going away as fast as they can just to avoid the early fight there. I mean, already it's just 13 teams. One team alone has been taken back to lobby, and they still cannot get any placement points from going back to lobby at this point. But Rise Esports, they are doing a very nice move there. Those of Warrior hot in our eyes, and 7 is trying to look around, but for some reason they cannot see the teams from Rise Esports. A nice scout there from their teammates. Declare. Okay. This one will make my sister very happy. This is an F1 lover, I think. Called himself Leclerc. So I think now the rotations for the teams will finally start coming to play. Team Pride holding that high ground there. We saw them before. They're not leaving just yet. So I think that will be favorable for them for just a while before anything changes. I don't know what happened. And Neon Rising decided not to go anymore. I think it's because the zone is still with them. For BERSERK, they have decided to go into military base. Yo, what is this rotation, guys? But looking at what is happening here, we just do a little bit of a quick zoom. Look at what the teams are up to right now. Every single team is holding. Yo, are we holding, everybody? Are we? Hey, everyone is holding. I just need to wait. I don't have anything else to say now. We'll have to wait because everyone is holding. No one wants to fight. No one wants anything to do with violence. So Mitch has to wait. You know what I'm gonna do at that time? 16. Oh no. Okay, let me know if this is dark. I can take it down. Oh, we have RC. They are taking on a fight. I need to see what's really happening there, because right now RC N'Golo Kante. Oh, that's gonna be a lethal S12K to your back as he tries to go in for that push against the players from RC. But now they have to do this real quick, because as you can see there from the back, one of their teammates, Rashiano, has been knocked and fasted over. X-Ray is the last player starting, and what he does next is actually the best thing to do. Takes on his vehicle and makes a run for it. Now the teams from RC, they're like, you took our teammate, so this time round we'll not be letting you leave without us putting up a fight. There we have Fedro hitting that vehicle. I mean, it's about to be a very lethal drive here. We have seen RC being very fond of the sit switch situations where they're trying to push an enemy and they decide to do a sit switch and get a fight going on. But of course, this time around they have changed their mind, and over X-Ray will be surviving that. GG's on that there. We are yet to see again any intense fights. Everyone is camping. What? Are we gonna be camping like this in PMNC? Yes, and I approve very much. May you camp like this, and may you get eliminations and chicken dinners, okay? And then find your way into PMGO. But I mean, we have a team there, Dream Team, going towards, they have a Team Pride. So they're trying to get some nades towards Team Pride. The nades are not really connecting. Molly's towards him. Peter seems to have been knocked there by a teammate, that is a Donkey. And the nades there from his teammates are not really connecting. Nades again coming in there for Dream Team. They have to be very careful. Someone is getting a flank happening. That's going to be Pride Yan. He's going to be getting them by surprise. Seeing that where he's gone to right now, he can easily get some knocks on the players from a Dream Team. So they're trying to get closer. They're getting damage. Getting out here. The S12K is not really doing anything just yet. Beautiful grenade. And Nalo will be getting 2 players down. Now it's going to be up to Dream Team player Professor. He can see Yen. He's waiting for that push on S12K. He does start the fires. They're not really connecting. And he goes down. But then someone is actually third party. And that will be a Dose of War. They will be getting that knock on Pride Yen. But his teammate Devil will be going in for that revive. To actually do something. Nova gets the pre-fires in there. Devil is very much low. And the Dose of War is not really engaging anymore. But we'll have the players from Dream Team going back to lobby, because those of War decided that they only needed 1 knock and they can continue observing as everyone continues with their fight. They're like trying to get some damage as well. They're not really connecting just yet. Everyone is just taking their time. So let's just see what to expect. Really? This group is slow? No, give them time. Neon for the win. The difference between Group B and Group A is that Group B, by the time the game is ending, we are back to Ultimate Royale. 40 people in the fourth phase. That's illegal. That should be worse than Group A. I promise you, that should be worse than Group A. The only difference is that for this group, we're not having any intense fights at the beginning of the game. And honestly, I like it that way. I like it like that. They're starting slow, and then they'll pick. They'll kick off things once they get to that, the fourth phase or fifth phase. That's where all the fights begin. Now, RC N'Golo Kante there gets a fast knock. They're taking on AC TRD all the way back to lobby. I think AC right now will be engaged, and N'Golo Kante will be sprayed there from the players from Ancient Champions. They're trying to get something happening here. N'Golo Kante not stopping just yet, but I believe another team is closing in on them here as well. Psycho making their rotations. They need to be very much careful. The zone is closing in here. Fedro and the teammates have been able to secure their garage. They will be waiting. The only problem is that if someone comes in for a push here and you're not quick on your feet, then it will not be a good place to be hiding. I have a BERSERK here as well. They're also trying to spot the players at the bar scene. Nothing is really happening just yet. Now I want to see the madness in Group B. How is everyone still surviving? I don't understand. Navy Seals are taking on the Dose of War. One of the teammates there has been knocked and blasted. 7 with a grenade there. The players from Navy going in for that push over X-Ray. He's the only player actually from Navy still standing, and he seems to be giving a hard time there. 7 with an SLK. The shots did not connect. He wants to change his position. He gets another player down. That's going to be Leclerc. The molly from his teammates. Oh no. The molly from his teammate got a lot of damage on him, as well as it was able to get elimination on the last player there from well, I don't know why. I don't know what happened there. I don't know, but it's fine. So over X-Ray, they would have done a number because he got 3 eliminations, but nothing really happened. So he probably did not even... Bro, what? I don't understand what happened there. The molly got over X-Ray. Finally, we have some fight. Now let me lock in. Okay, now RRAGE ESPORTS are taking on Ancient Champions there. Rossini, easy eliminations on AC. I believe the last player standing there very much damaged, and they'll be going back to lobby as well. Now with the zone shifting, I believe now the teams will be engaging and they'll be encountering each other, because now there's nowhere to run to other than where there are other teams are holding down there. We can see RRAGE ESPORTS being spotted. Wraith are trying to get some scoping happening there. Neon Rise on the side, they are taking on IBX Gaming, and one of their teammates, that is Sky, is already down. They're trying to get closer. IBX Gaming, they have a team right next to them as well. They have to be very much careful. Team Pride holding the high ground, getting good sprays, and they get 1 player down from IBX Gaming, but they need to make it to the zone as well. There is a team on that right side also trying to make it into that safe zone. And look at those car chase. Captain, he wants to make it into the zone. He goes down. I mean, there's nowhere you're going, buddy. I told you, if someone is in the house, they have to do some cleaning. And the AOTs, they are enjoying this fight so very much. They can see people trying to make their way into the zone. Neon Rising, they are passing by. Why are you sitting there, baby Zane? There's no way you can sit in a buggy. And before I could change my POV to Neon Rising, they got eliminated as well. RRAGE ESPORTS making it there as well into the safe zone. BERSERK giving RRAGE ESPORTS a hard time. They're taking them down. RRAGE ESPORTS, they're getting pushed by Boyka. And FPP is on there cooking up a grenade, probably looking for a Kobe, but Nalo will be third partying. Come on, guys, let someone fight, at least enjoy the game there. Yuri, he gets tossed easily. AOT, they're losing numbers. Nothing is really gonna save them this time round, because honestly their position is not that good. For RRAGE ESPORTS, they were able to go in for that push. I believe they took on RC from that compound, so we'll be letting them heal up and figure out what next. But for RRAGE ESPORTS, they will be spotting someone. RRAGE ESPORTS taking on Goblin, taking him down. Of course, they will be thirsting that knock. But for RRAGE ESPORTS, they need to make their rotation into that zone as well. Seems that the zone's about to close in. RRAGE ESPORTS holding the high ground. They're moving around with the vehicles. They want to get closer. BERSERK is not going to be getting Goblin. But Black here and the teammates are not even sure where they want to be just yet. They're just moving around the vehicles. They're looking for that opportunity to take on a fight, and it's not coming to them just yet. So Pride decides, let's start party this fight. So let's watch what's really happening here. AOT Burgard getting a grenade in his hand. They're looking for Kobe. Beautiful save there from Anna. He'll be getting one of the players from AOT down. Everyone right now is pressured. Another one goes down. That's gonna be up to Temper to do something. Pride being spotted. No, throw away this gun. What is that? You cannot see anything. Hey, drop it, throw it away, don't use it. So Rush Black there, they're watching the fight there from afar. We have Team BERSERK closing in there. They have been spotted. Rush now they're trying to get some knocks here, but then nothing is really connecting just yet. The teammates on the other hand they're not even that close as well. No one is taking on any close fights. Everyone is watching the fights from afar. They just want to survive. That's all they need. RRAGE ESPORTS, they're getting pushed as well. Slazy and the teammates back with their Kobe's. A grenade on Slazy's hand. If it goes well, it's going to be a Kobe, but that nade is taking time to let go. Slazy has to be careful. Wraith is on the side there. Slazy been aware of his location. He wants to cook up a good one as well. Wraith gets knocked from the back, and Rush Esports is giving RRG a save of the night here. Slazy, he wants to go in for that push. Actually still that elimination from Rush Esports, but I believe that fight will be done. Now Rush Esports, they went into a fight they were not supposed to go into. RRAGE Esports, they needed the kills, and Rush Esports was just that party. Now it's going to be up to them to take on RRAGE Esports. You actually made your work easy, your work hard and easy for RRAGE Esports. You have a push there now. It's getting closer. I don't know why he decided he's the one who wants to go in for that push, but of course the players from RRAGE Esports already making their rotations, avoiding this fight for now. They need to make it into that safe zone. Rush Esports, they do not have the zone. The Doors of War player 7 still standing, and Slazy, they do get close to another team, and now it's going to be up to each team to find a way of surviving. Team Pride, they have a very good location right now, only that the zone will be shifting and moving them into that fight. You have Rush Esports player 505 trying to make a rotation here, trying to be in that safe zone. If it goes well, it's going to work, but I believe where he's going right now is going to be side 13. And we have RRAGE Esports as 14 Team Pride. Two of the players, they have been very much damaged, and the players from Rush Esports might just be able to third party this fight if RRAGE Esports is distracted, but they are not just yet. Donkey, you need to get a revive. Yen, very far away from his teammates, but everyone at this point needs to survive as much as they can. 7 on the other hand, I don't think he wants to move just yet. No, Zamzam, they're watching. I'm sure he's taking his time there. He doesn't want to be the one losing for his team. He does. Ooh, Zamzam, he gets spotted, he gets knocked and fasted. 505 snaking his way there. Yen is not aware of his location. You have to think fast here. Get to fast up on Yen. You have to confirm this. Stop taking your time. He's taking too long to do something about it. Now on the back here we have Rush. Nowadays an amazing flank. RRAGE Esports have been sandwiched because Team Pride is on the front there, and we have a Rush Esports player nowadays by the back, and he can actually make this a very hard time for. Oh no, you know what Rossini said? Not today, Habibi. You might be getting us from the back, but I believe you're a lot than you may think. There we have nowadays been on the hot seat there, getting P-fired anytime he decides to peek. The damage from Rossini is lethal, and there's nothing nowadays can do about it. Now the zone is about to close in here. They need to make it into that zone there. Nowadays trying to smoke up the place there. RRAGE Esports, they know of his location. They're watching him. He wants to get closer. Balal, being aware that Rush is getting closer. The pre-fires, look at the HP on nowadays, but he cannot do anything just yet. Beautiful cover from 505 there. Donkey gets knocked there from Pride. Nowadays you have to be careful. Balal is very much a lot there. He knows of you going in. I mean, you're trying to dance there, beautiful damage, but Balal will be taking you down. And now it's gonna be up to Doors of War 7 and the player from Rush Esports. Beautiful Kobe there from 7, and that will be taking the last player from Rush Esports back to lobby. Now 3 versus 1 here. We have just one player from the Doors of War, that is 7. He will be going against the player from RRAGE Esports, and I believe this one will be an easy win for RRAGE. A second chicken dinner in a night might just be the best day for Group D here for RRAGE, and they're enjoying, they're having the time of their life. Now the problem is Slazy and Rossini. What happened? What happened? Nah, there's no way. Now it's gonna be up to, you know who? Balal. Because now if Balal doesn't win this, then the zone is going to give it a direct win for Team 6, that is Doors of War. But we have Balal there going in for that push, very confident there. We can't see him. He wants to get closer. The Doors of War player 7 has a grenade in his hand there. You have to cook it perfectly if you want to get a Kobe, but he's not aware of his location. Balal is already playing it safe there. Rossini and Slazy on the other hand, they will be going down. Let's see what Balal can see. I mean, you can be spotted 7. Oh, that's gonna be an easy chicken there for RRAGE Esports. They will be getting that chicken dinner easy peasy for RRAGE Esports, second game of the night, and they are getting a chicken dinner. I don't know what to say, but yeah, it is what it is there. It is what it is. So we have first place, RRAGE Esports getting themselves a chicken dinner with 13 eliminations to back that up. Second place, you have Dose of War with 3 eliminations. Third, you have Rush Esports with 2 eliminations. Fourth, we have Pride with 11 eliminations. Fifth, we have BERSERK with 2 eliminations. Sixth, we have Rise Esports 3. 7, you have AOT 4. 7, you have IBX Gaming 1. 9, you have Neon Rising 5. 10, you have RC4. 11, you have AC0. 12, you have Navy Seals 4. 13, you have Dream Team 0. And then 14, you have GS0. Going all out with 6 eliminations, we have Pride and Nalo. Best Companion in 3 rescues, we have Pride and Nalo. And then finish with the final elimination, we have RRAGE Esports player Balal. Well, I believe that is it for game number 2. RRAGE Esports getting another chicken dinner. That is crazy. But I believe if the players from Group B want to do something, they can actually do it. But of course, for Group B, they seem to be a little bit slow there with their fights, taking their time before they can engage, and then they have to make a rotation. All that is happening here for Group B. But guess what? They have 3 more games to go. Anything could happen. But for RRAGE Esports, they're sitting comfortable, probably 40 points in just 2 games. For now, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back after the break. BRB. All right, so we just finished game 2 and we have seen 2 chicken dinners in a row from one team, that is RRAGE Sports. So now let's go into the third game. I don't know if RRAGE Sports is going to give us another chicken dinner. I mean, we're going back to Miramar, to Erangel, sorry, not Miramar. And of course, being that we're going back to Erangel, probably that's going to be their favorite game again. But it's seen that they won game 1 in Rondo. I don't know if there's going to be another repeat of Erangel. I don't know if you're going to be seeing more campers or not. We have a lot of things to look at. But of course, game 3 is officially a go. So let's go ahead and see what we're going to be expecting and which teams are going to be winning game 3. All right, so we're back, and this being game number 3, I am not sure what to expect at this point. I mean, RRAGE Sports has proven that Group B seems to be a little bit too easy for them, and they're just getting chicken dinners back to back. I don't know though if you're going to be seeing them get another chicken dinner, or the teams are going to be changing their strategy. But of course, you have teams like GS, we have teams like New Rising, Dream Team. They're still trying to figure out where they want to be. They're just looting, and not sure if they're going to be staying there for long. Seeing that the zone is on that western side of Erangel, I am going to be sure that they're going to be either run away to that side or something will be a little bit different. But of course, let's see if most of the teams will be choosing to camp. AOT is having a good time there. I mean, someone is going in and out the window, so I think that team is having a good time, and they're getting enough elims and placement points, and they feel good about it. You know what I'm saying? Look at RRAGE Sports. This is what they've been doing. So I think some teams should emulate this, because what RRAGE Sports is doing is that we're seeing them land, and then they choose not to take on a fight. They land away from people. They get their loot up. They get everything they need. And then once they get everything they need, now that is when they start doing their rotations. In Rondo, they did not have a lot of eliminations till the last zone fights. In Erangel, they've done the same thing. They land, they loot, they stay as far away from the fight, and then later on you'll see them coming into the fights and try and win as many fights as possible. They have good teamwork as well. So I think the teamwork is very, very nice, and it does work out, for people who are, how do I put it, have good synergy. If you have good synergy, then teamwork naturally finds its way in your team, and you end up enjoying the game, getting chicken dinners, placement points, all that. But since someone said, Mitch, you talk to us a lot, let's see how this color looks like. This is a little bit light, yeah. I think this is light and should be okay for some people. For some people, I think the game is a little bit too dark on their side. So, okay, BERSERK. I think now this is Zedu, if I'm not wrong. We have Zedu, Sphinx, Goblin, and Reach. Finally, they're playing together. I think they're in Naya Poliana. They have a team with them that is going to be Team Pride. And Team Pride, we have seen them making their way into that last zone. The problem is that they're not surviving good enough. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna get back. I'm back. Seems like Neon Rising is taking on a fight. Whoa, let's go there. So Neon Rising, so far, two of their teammates are down. It seems like Baby Zin is trying to go in for that save. Baby Zin, that was a little bit of a slow reaction coming from him actually. And another player from GS, of course, getting that knock on Neon Rising player. That is Baby Zin. They will be trying to maybe go in for the last player, push Neon Rising with the next okay. And that's gonna be GG's. Neon Rising, what happened? Unknown, why are you so bitter? Why are you so bitter? Huh? Oh, they tested one of his teammates. Ah, I see. I see. Okay. So the zone is shifting. We have most of the teams are not even the safe zone just yet. Looking at GS there, we have RRAGE ESPORTS. We have RC. They might be encountering the IBX gaming from Ethiopia. I don't know if it's Ethiopia or Ethiopia because at this point I'm confused. I used to say Nigeria, now I'm saying Nigeria. So, yeah. Which other country am I saying wrong? Because now I need to learn, yeah? But of course, with the zone shifting there, we have the players from IBX Gaming. They're actually trying to get some space towards RC. Not a good plan to play outside the zone, honestly, guys. Just focus on that safe zone. Stop displaying outside the blue zone. Every time you're getting damaged by the zone, you're basically fighting two things, the zone and an enemy. So that does give you a lot of damage, and you really need to balance things out now. If you're outside the zone, just go to the safe zone. I mean, it's empty. No one is there. Go get some grass. Go get something. No? Rush Esports on this side are playing it safe. Honestly, I like teams that like to challenge themselves. You know, PMNC is basically anyone's game. It's not written that it's Mitch's game or it's Priest's game. It's not written that. It's written every team for themselves and may the best team win, basically. So we have Team Pride there. We have seen them getting, I think, a knock. If I'm not wrong, they actually are dealing with the dose of war. And 11, of course, will be going back to lobby. That was not going to happen. 7 in the last game, they almost got his team a chicken dinner, but he panicked. And even now, 7 has a talent, guys. 7 has a talent. And this talent, it deserves a gold medal, man. Nah, 7 is doing the most for the team, man. 7 is overworking, guys. Give this guy something. Nah. Give him something. Give him something. He's doing something for the team. Now, seeing that, I think I don't know if he's going to engage. So let's just let him, you know, lie down and say hi to the world. Let's see what other teams are up to. Rise Esports, they will be sporting Team Pride. On the right side, their Devil and the teammates are trying to make their way into that safe zone. We have seen one of the Team Pride players getting MVP rather for the game, you know, most rescues and most eliminations. So I'm thinking he actually has a lot of weight in that team. Just that we are not seeing much of that because the team is not really surviving. And it's fine really, because that's basically maybe a team issue, not a player issue, right? I wouldn't say it's a player issue at this point. So again, we are not seeing anything happening as usual in Group B. But I'm even about to tell you secrets, because Group B doesn't fight in the first 3 zones. Till the 4th zone. What am I supposed to do? Oh, we have the Rushiano encountering. That's gonna be BERSERK there. Zaid who gets the first player from RC. That is Rushiano, and he gets knocked. I don't know where he is, but it seems that fast spray was actually what? Where's BERSERK and where's? Oh, okay. So Rushiano gets sprayed there from BERSERK, and of course I've seen that they've been able to get, you know, that fast knock. I thought they would go in for that push, but they're not really doing that just yet. They're just maintaining, they're playing it cool, you know. They were aware of that location, they were able to get a knock, but they did not want to take on anything other than, you know, that knock and just wait for maybe later to take on a fight. That's probably something that works for them, okay? RRAGE Esports fans are everywhere. Well, RRAGE Esports, tell me what's your secret. I need to know. I also need such fans. I need go meet on my comment section at random times, because I'm telling you, everywhere YouTube, everywhere is YouTube. Everyone is RRAGE Esports. It's crazy. But then RRAGE Esports, they're taking on a knock on Navy SEALs. We have one of the players from Navy has been knocked. The question is, where are they? Oh, they're actually passing by. Okay, so the Navy SEAL player will not actually get a revive, and they're trying to, you know, make the scout in the area here. But the problem is they're on a buggy. Why? Why in a tournament? Why? Guys, I'm not pro player, but I'm gonna give you free advice. If you want to use a buggy, just let your teammate use his own buggy. Don't carry your teammate unless the circumstances are tight and you do not have any other way of going around the buggy. Fine, just risk it and carry him, piggyback him, fine. But if you can scout and look and find a buggy and you can easily take your teammate there to take it, the better. I don't advise you to use buggies in tournaments. PMNC is coming. Listen to Mitch advice 101. Don't use your buggy, please. I'll be there watching and I will judge you. I will say, this player, why is he doing this? This player, why is he doing that? Oh, we have RC there. They got a Navy SEALs X-ray. They're a little bit distracted. GS is also coming by. Okay, they're just passing by, not coming by. They're passing by. Yo, English came with the whatever it came with. But of course, RC will try and get that revive on their knock teammate. For GS there, they have been able to move into a safe place in the open field. Imagine a safe place in the open field. So now Unknown, they're trying to cook up a grenade. If it's going to be cooked well, it's going to be a Kobe on Sphinx. The nade actually gets good damage there, but then Unknown will not be getting that knock just yet. Sphinx, on the other hand, is looking for a way to actually get his teammates getting closer to him here, get some cover, but that will not be an easy thing. Seeing that the players are not really that close to where he is, they have already made their way into a safe compound. They will be holding it there. There is no way you can risk just for one player. I understand them. Guys, you can argue with me later. This is Group B. We're in the third phase. No one is fighting. No one. I beg, no one. No. Hey. Group B, what team be this? We have there BERSERK. They seem to have been engaged with a team that is Dose of War. I don't think Unknown knows there's someone in this building. Yeah, Navy is actually... Oh, do not move, just stay there for a while. But as he does that, before they actually spot that there's someone there, let's see what's really happening there, because we have seen the players are from BERSERK. They are taking on a fight. RRAGE Esports as well is taking on some casualties. Zamzam is down, taken back to lobby immediately. 505. I tried to switch, but it seems like RRAGE Esports will be going back to lobby. With that fight, most of the teams are trying to get their safe haven. They're trying to find a way they can enjoy the game without getting eliminated. No, no, Navy Amar. No, I have to say this. Just let's see what's happening here, because he was a solo. He was camping. He's gotten the first player down, second one down. Oh no, the last one there gets him there. He might have just been able to get a wipe here on GES just because he was patient. You see, patience actually works out. So AC, that the ancient champions, they are taking on Dream Team, and Side is actually doing a number. Another one goes down on the rest. Okay, he's very much low, and Side, you need to heal up before anything, before you continue this fight, because everyone right now is down on their knees. And the last player from the Ancients is actually going in for that push. Side finally finished his healing, and he wants to go in for that push. We have a team third party, that is AOT. They do get some double loot there. He wants to still going for that push. Not looking who's getting the sprays on me, and just like that, Dream Team will be surviving because of the third party. Now, this is what I was talking about. You're holding it out. No one wants to fight. When the game comes to an end, everyone is literally taking out on a fight on you. No one is even getting to breathe at all. Everyone is just exposed to a fight. Now, RRAGE Esports, they're also holding down there in a compound. Bro, Group B is patient. I don't think I've seen such patient game in a while. All I see is people just... Oh, it's because I've been casting Kenyan game KPL, and Kenyans are aggressive. Those guys, they don't know. They don't understand let's hold. They understand... We have knocked, let's push. That's what they understand. And it's actually a fun game to watch. But looking at the Dream Team right now, they were able to get their revive. They have the numbers back up. The only problem is that once every team wants to take on that compound, the third parties, while they're taking on the fights, might just be a little bit heavy on them, might just be a little bit crazy. But of course, if you have good teamwork, then surviving in that compound should not be hard. Only problem is the third parties. Everyone can see this compound. If I'm on the high ground, if I'm on the left side, on the western side, if I'm on the eastern side, I can basically see you guys. So one small mistake and I can get a knock and a thrust easily on these guys. Now we have BERSERK there taking on the IBX gaming, and we can see someone is getting knocked where they are. So let's see what Goblin and the teammates are up to. No, these fights are all long range. Yo, no, I'm not going to be looking for these fights again. But we have the players there from Team 8. And one of the teammates has been knocked. And that's it. RRAGE ESPORTS finally gets into the scene. I told you about RRAGE ESPORTS. They will always take their time. There is no way you'll see them taking on early fights. Now for AOT, their teammate Temper is in a very bad position and he needs to move before RRAGE ESPORTS takes him down. But as they do that, we have IBX Gaming there, beautiful nade from Beru, and it will be taking Neymar down. They want to confirm this knock, but Captain is watching from the high ground there. He's trying to see, can I at least get some cover on my teammate? The only issue is that the teammate is very far down there. The smoke is not doing a number. He's exposing himself. And Neymar will be going back to lobby now. Loga and Captain, the last two players standing. I don't think they will have much happening here right now because no one is going where they are. But RRAGE ESPORTS on their side, they seem to be having a fight there. They're taking on eliminations. But of course, everyone is just playing it safe. I don't know what Group B is on. But it seems like they love it this slow. They love it when it's slow. And you know what? I will not pressure nobody to take on a fight. If you don't want to fight, lie down. Don't fight. Just lie down. Oh, left, right there. I don't know what he was thinking with that, but then Devil that does get knocked and thirsted by N'Golo Kante. And of course, with the zone shifting, we have AOTs getting teams towards them. Donkey giving Yen good cover, and he actually makes it into the zone. Rashiano's Jake on this side. Let's do a little bit of some drift here. Rashiano goes in and out. He's trying to find a way of surviving, but I believe there are teams on the right. That is RRAGE ESPORTS. They cannot spot him just yet, but I believe Rashiano needs to go away from here right now. He gets spotted there. He will be going down. I don't know why he decided to lay down there, but the AOTs are on with that fight there. They want to do a number, and RC will not be surviving that fight just yet. GS on the other hand, they seem to be taking on a fight. Let's see what the doses of war are up to. Oh, someone is patting themselves with some healing, and it does good there. I mean, we all know about the magic ointment. It does good, and once you use it, it heals you immediately. But of course, grenades are coming in. The hospital is quite crowded, and we have a lot of casualties in the hospital. A dose of war 10 with an FPP in the DBS in his hand. A grenade as well about to be cooked. If it does well, it's going to be a Kobe. But if it's not cooked well, it's not going to be a Kobe. It's going to be a self-nade or rather waste of grenades. One player goes down. Dream team. You need to be the dream team right now. Beautiful grenade from Peter as he's waiting for someone to go in for that, which he doesn't really connect just yet. Sad goes down as well. He tries to cook up another nade. It goes down. But are the nades really connecting? No, they are not. And we have the players going in for that push. He has another grenade. I mean, the nades keep coming. They're not stopping just yet. They're trying to get something. Actually, gets one player. 7 is finally down, and he wants to cook another one. He wants to finish off the job with grenades, and he actually feels confident that the push happens, and everyone is confused. But I mean, the last player from Dream Team will be going back to lobby with that shotgun. Now we have the players from IBX Gaming. One of their teammates is already down there. Captain trying to cook up a grenade. RRAGE ESPORTS, they are getting closer, and Balal has a nade in his head. If it's going to be cooked well, it's going to be a Kobe. And we have Melio being spotted. Beautiful damage. Right now, the pressure he's getting is a lot. Someone can see him. The Molly is in the house. The nade is also going towards BERSERK. And Balal will be getting good damage on Captain with that grenade. They need to go in for that push. It is not yet done. They need to get going. They need to start fighting. And we have the players from Dose of War getting eliminated one by one. So let's see what's going to be happening here, really. I think that GS is getting pressured by a lot of teams from where they are. We have Team 10, RRAGE ESPORTS, Melio trying to cook up a nade. Captain still holding the same room, but for some reason the grenades are not grenading. The nades are not doing it in this game for RRAGE ESPORTS. In the first game there, we had to see a lot of Kobe's. We had to be the witnesses, and Captain was almost getting knocked there, but I believe he got damaged really well there. Now we have the players from RRAGE ESPORTS trying to get closer. Captain, this might just be your end. Another grenade is coming hot, and it's gonna be calling your name, and it's gonna be a Kobe. And Captain, oh, it's a what? The nade just passed and went out. Bro, man, grenades. If you don't know how to use them, you're going to be suffering a lot. But now we have 7 teams are still standing. RRAGE Esports still in the game, looking for another Chicotina. For Team Pride, they have AOT there. Don't keep trying to get some FVP eliminations here happening, but it's not really going as planned there. He's just trying to do something, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to do something, but the something is not doing it. Nothing is happening. AOT is just moving around, you know, avoiding this fight as much as he can there. But Zach, on the other hand, they're taking on a fight. Already one of the teammates, that is Zedu, has been taken down, and Goblin trying to smoke up the area, trying to, you know, revive his teammate. Zedu has gotten a lot of knocks on his name, and that means if he's knocked again, that bleed out time is going to be really high. Now, I mean, RRAGE Esports is a little bit distracted. Dose of War player 10 is actually running towards the safe zone, and no one is spotting him because everyone is really distracted, and 10 is trying to heal up, but the zone will not be letting that happen. Amelio and the teammates, they're holding a compound here. They're feeling good about it. They might be able to get another chicken dinner. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case or not, seeing that the zone is really pushing RRAGE Esports away from where they have been in the compounds. They need to make rotations. And looking at BERSERK, they have the high ground. The only difference is that they have no zone. And looking at GS there, we have Beru just chilling like a villain, and he's not going to be taking on any fights just yet. Most of the teams right now, I told you about Group B, what happens is that they like it slow. They like taking their time. They are patient human beings, and it's crazy how patient they can get. But I mean, Goblin here, you're about to fumble. Dude, be careful. You're about to land on someone. Be careful, okay? AOT, they're trying to make it into the zone. They get spotted by Zedu, and will be going back to lobby. Now, with that zone shifting, RRAGE Esports are smoking the area dangerously. They will be going in for that safe zone there. They want to be in this compound. It is a little bit safe. They are on the high ground. They have oh, wow. Beautiful Kobe's coming from Goblin. He gets 2 players down, and now we can see Melio. He's trying to get a nade there towards BERSERK. He's trying to get someone down there. Zedu and Goblin, they have the high ground, and I believe right now RRAGE Esports is feeling the pressure. Zedu trying to get the rotation of the vehicle. Goblin, another grenade in his hand there. Rossini is just watching the fight from afar. Zedu exposed himself there. He goes for that rotation, but I believe where he went to was not the right place to be in, and he gets knocked there. Now Goblin, his teammate, last player standing. He wants to go in for that push, and Melio goes in as well. Beautiful damage from Goblin. Melio fumbled that one. Now it's gonna be up to Rossini to do something. He cannot see the player getting the damage on his teammate. Goblin is just holding the safe here. Grenade in his hand there. He has to confirm it. If I'm not going back to lobby, I'm going back with someone, and it has to be you guys. Now Goblin just lined by the vehicle. Rossini receiving commands from every single side. You need to get us. You need to revive us. Otherwise, this game is gone. So you're seeing right now feeling the pressure. He needs to make it into that zone. Team Pride, they're not even engaging. I mean, Team Pride is just chilling. Now the nade is finally out, and Goblin is actually in a position to finish off this game for RRAGE Esports to go back to lobby. Beautiful grenade here trying to get Rossini, but the nade doesn't really do anything just yet. It's lazy, and the teammates are still down on their knees, and Goblin is a patient guy. He's not even thirsting. This guy is taking his time. Now 3 teams remain standing. That's going to be BERSERK, Goblin, 1 player from BERSERK. We have 1 player from RRAGE Esports, that is Rossini, trying to make his way into the zone. They are very patient with that rotation. Beautiful nade. Oh, no way. Kobe on Goblin. And now we're not sure if RRAGE Esports is going to give us a chicken dinner, but seeing Rossini there is finally healed up there. He wants to go in for that first push here. Donkey gets damaged. Yo, he should have... Leave it. I don't know how to play the game. I know what I wanted to say. He should have finished spraying Donkey and then switched to the other guy. But then I realized maybe the mug will have ended, and they will not... Bro, I rest my case. I'm not a pro player. But then beautifully played here from Team Pride, a chicken dinner to their name with 5 eliminations. That gives them 15 points in total from this game. Not that bad. Could be more, but I believe that game was a bit tight for most of the teams. The second place, you have RRAGE Esports, 5 eliminations. The third, you have BERSERK with 8 eliminations. The fourth, you have GS. 9 eliminations. 5, we have AOT. 4, 6, you have Dose of War. 7. Yeah, 7. 7, you have IBX Gaming 0. 8, you have Dream Team with 8. Excuse me, 9, we have RC 4. 10, Rise Esports 2. 11, AC 0. 12, Navy Seal 0. 13, Rush Esports 0. And 14, Neon Rising 1. Going a lot in 7 eliminations, you have BERSERK Goblin. Best Companion with 4 rescues, you have GS Beru. And then finisher with the final elimination, we have Pride Yan. Well, that is it for game number 3. Of course, you have 2 more games to go. The chicken dinner somehow are fumbling between teams, but of course, that is something we can expect when it comes to a tournament. Things change, players change strategy. The game sometimes love you, sometimes it doesn't love you, but it happens. That's a tournament. Again, the last fight, guys, I have a feeling if he just sprayed one guy and then switched to the other guy and just continued, he stopped. That's my only issue. He stopped. I don't know why that thing is eating me, but he stopped. He shouldn't have stopped. He should have just continued. Anyway, I'll keep obsessing on it. Anyway, guys, let's take a quick break. We have 2 more games to go in Miramar. Let's see what Group B will be up to. All I can say is expect slow, then intense. Slow, then intense. All right, let's take a break and then we'll be right back after the break. BRB. All right, so we are back and we're going into game 4 of the night. That is going to be Miramar. And as I can see here, it seems like all the teams have already entered the lobby and game number 4 is about to begin. But here's the thing, I am not really seeing constant domination apart from RRAGE ESPORTS there dominating game 1 and then game 2. But for every other team, they're really taking their time. You know, they're not really fighting unless necessary, and that's totally okay. If it's working for your team, that's totally fine. But make sure the rotations you're making as you find your way back into the last zone fight actually pay off. Maybe you have some you get to get some eliminations in the last zone if you're confident. But if you're not, I don't know. Group B is different. Maybe we'll see more of such from Group C and then Group D. Hopefully, I'm not sure. But for Group B, they're totally different. So let's go into the game and see what they're up to. Oh, I thought my mic was off. No. Okay, my mic is on all through. All right, let's get into it. So we're in that 4th game of the night. It is Miramar, and of course we can see the safe zone has decided to go on that southern side of Miramar, and I think you're going to be having some fights happening in Partona. I don't know, I hope it goes there. I don't know, but I hope it does. So now that the teams know where the safe zone is, I think they should really focus on landing, you know, where the fights are expected to be, because if they go away and come back later in the safe zone, this is Miramar, it's quite big, and if you don't have enough loot, you don't have enough meds, you don't have a scope to take on sprays, a lot will actually be happening to your team. You might just be on that losing end, but of course let's see what's really happening there. We have RRAGE ESPORTS. They have been able to give us 2 chicken dinners in a row. We have seen Team Pride come in there and, you know, snatching that victory from RRAGE ESPORTS in the 3rd game there in Erangel. They almost had it, but for some reason that chicken dinner did not go to RRAGE ESPORTS. So now that we are into this, you know, 4th game of the night, first Miramar of the night, I'm expecting to see, you know, something different, because some teams in Miramar, this is actually their favorite map, and this is where we'll be seeing a lot of their skills come into play. That's my thought. Okay, but then so far we have someone landing late there. There's a 411. He literally landed very late, and that of course was going to be an immediate knock and the thirst for the ancient champions. It was going to be an inevitable elimination. For New Horizon, they're going a little bit far here. They're trying to, you know, get to a place they can easily loot, but they're not the only team that thought that way, because now GS as well have landed a little bit far from everyone and almost same place as Neon Rising. Another team landing right where they are is BERSERK. We have them very close to the players of Neon Rising and GS. So Elazar here was almost in sight for most of the teams, just that the safe zone did not go there. Let's look at other teams and see what they're up to. We saw what RRAGE is up to. RC and RRAGE ESPORTS have landed in Los Leones together. We'll be seeing a fight happening there maybe in a few. We have IBX Gaming. They are also maybe not really that close to the other teams. It might seem close on the map, but that's quite a distance before even the team Pride spots them and know that there's a team there. For Navy Seals, Monte Nuevo basically alone, so no one will be disturbing them. AOTs also very much safe. Mina del Sur very safe, no one is there. Rise Esports, Puerto Paraiso very safe, no one will be going there. Rush Esports, they have a team really close to them, that is Ancient Champions. So let's see what we're expecting. It is that 4th game of the night. Most of the teams are not going to be, you know, exposing themselves just yet. Just to give you a heads up of how the group stage works. So the group stage, every team has to play a total of 10 games. So in this first week, we'll have the teams playing a total of 5 games each group. After that, they have to now play next week again over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Unfortunately, we couldn't do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because of it clashing with the wild cards and all that. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. No, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's when then Monday. That's when the next 10 games will be played next week. So after that, we'll go directly into the semi-finals for 2 days, and then directly to the finals for 2 days, and then we call it kaput for SSA. So I'm hoping that the teams are using this as an opportunity to train. I don't know if they have any plans of playing any more tournaments while playing PMNC. But it will be a good warm-up if they get that going as well. So for let's continue back on the game. The RRAGE ESPORTS seems to have lost one of the players, that is Melio. They have teammates, a team, sorry, very much close to them, that is RC. And it seems RRAGE ESPORTS is going away from this fight. Totally warranted. It's a plan that always works out. All right. Let me see. Yeah, another RRAGE fan. Oh, RRAGE, what are you feeding your fans? Third eye, where's third eye? Oh, it's easy, it's easy win for RRAGE. I want to ask you, sir. Oh, you've changed to third jihad. You removed the eye. Yeah, I wanted to ask why you have a third eye or something like that. But anyway, so you've been watching. I think you've been consistent in the live since day one, and now that we are here in the group stages, and you've been watching. Apart from third, of course, everyone else can answer. With how they are playing, which team is going to give us the victory for SSA? With how they are playing, which team do we expect to win SSA? Moment. I think I've seen Rush Esports fighting, right? Okay. So Rush Esports seems to be taking on the ancient champions, and actually TRD is actually very close to where we have Rush Zamzam. He seems to have been able to get a couple of damage on him there, tried to get a nade going there, but the nade bounced back and almost got him as well. But I believe there Rush Zamzam trying to get a revive there on Black. But as he does that, I believe AC TRD there is trying to go in for that push, a shotgun in his hand, and we have him going down. That was a really good push coming from him there with how he went in for that push. He totally went for that push like Mitch. I just saw it. And knew, okay, this one's not, it's not going to end well, because that's how I push, like, just go for it, see? And sometimes, actually 90% of the time, it never goes well. So Rush Esports there, one of the teammates that is nowadays is down. They will not be able to get that revive easily. But seeing that Zamzam actually tried to get some damage there on Psycho while he was going in for that Thirst, it would have been helpful if he was able to survive that, not survive, but get that knock, sorry, on Psycho. That would have been a different situation there. But let's see what RC is up to. And the Dream Team, already one of the teammates from RC has been able to get a knock there. And a Dream Team right now, of course, RC is back on their drill. And that is another they get a knock. They will always be going in for that, which Fedro immediately goes in for that push, but then Peter exposes his location, trying to get some damage there on a Fedro while he was going in for that push. A grenade in his hand. If it goes well, it's going to be another knock, and it will be easy for them to go in for that push. RRAGE Esports, that person. Rossi Golo Kante goes in for that push. Very much low is Rosciano, and the nade there gets good damage on him there, and Golo Kante Kante gets knocked, but of course Dream Team player wants to go in for that push. Looking at his HP, Nova is very much damaged. Peter trying to get closer, and S12K, someone is third partying, and that is AOTs, and Peter being aware that someone is third partying. Fedro is getting very much damaged. Grenades are looking quite good there from Dream Team, and they need to get closer. They're trying to get a revive. Fedro receiving the pressure, and RC will be going back to lobby now. Dream Team, you cannot rest. There is a team closing on you guys, and that's gonna be the AOT Yuri and his teammate Kashi and Tempa. They're all trying to get closer. I mean, RRAGE Esports was also third part in this fight, but for some reason they have decided to change their mind. They would have been going in for that push, but they realized it is not that worth it. Now 3 teams are in that same place. There were 4 initially, but now there are 3. RRAGE Esports scouting out the area. AOTs, they're also very much looking to see what's really happening here. They can see RRAGE Esports are making their rotations. They are going to be looking at them a little bit later, but for now Dream Team is very much exposed. The teams know where they are as of now. GS, they are making their way into that safe zone. The Doses of War, they lost 11, but they're still standing strong. They want to get their utilities up before they can engage in any fight. For Team BERSERK, they're also making their way into that safe zone. They want to be in a safe place so that they can take on more fights. I don't know how most teams are landed away from the safe zone, but that is something I've just come to understand that most teams find comfortable doing. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know anything about playing as an esports player. I tried once. Yeah. All I can say is I have game sense, but skills, my skills can make you question why is this happening. Where is Zedu? Zedu is in Team BERSERK. Let me show you. This is Zedu. I left Zedu saying he's going to enter comp, and it's good to see him here, so I think that's a good thing. Rush Esports have been eliminated by the GS. Rage based on current events. Okay, so Smith is saying the team that could actually dominate SSA is RRAGE Esports, being the champions. But then you have MST Captain saying RJC is the team that is going to be dominating SSA. Cool, warranted. If you see it that way, so we have RRAGE and RJC being vouched for. I've not seen any other team being vouched for. Come on, man. No one has any other team in mind. Or of course, Rise Esports, they have been spotted. You can see some of their teammates receiving some damage, and one of them is actually knocked. Now, RRAGE Esports being able to get that knock. We have Slazy trying to get closer. He has to be really careful with that push. I'd advise him to use a vehicle while trying to go into that push. But of course, every team has their own plan, with their own ideas on how to take on a fight. Their IBX Gaming taking on a fight as well. So let's see what IBX Gaming is up to there, because already they have been able to get one of their teammates knocked there by Navy SEALs. And over X-Ray, he knows that someone is going in for that revive. He needs to stop it before anything happens. There we have a nade. It is getting cooked there, but we have Loga getting knocked now for IBX Gaming. Only 2 players remain standing, and that's going to be Captain and the WIO. I don't know how to say the name, so I'm just going to say the alphabet. So now, looking at what is happening here, IBX Gaming losing numbers, totally something you'll expect if you're playing a little bit split here. Because as you can see, Captain is on this compound, and WIO is all the way in another room just waiting for that opportunity. Again, I don't know why these things happen. But of course, if you're asking for Zedu, here's Zedu for you. Mitch YouTube Eugene says hi. YouTube Eugene? Wait, let me open this side of my charts. I need to open 2 sides so that I can see all charts of my days. Oh my good lord. Wait. I'm locked in. But it's a rainy night. I told you I love rainy days. Rainy days will have me casting the whole night just because it's cold and I wouldn't feel hot. When you feel hot, you cannot cast. But when it's hot, it's hot. And then you start sleeping. Okay, let's get to it. Oh, you mean Eugene? So right now we have Dose of War. They need to make their way into that zone. BERSERK are also making rotations, but Rich there seems to have been spotted by AOT. For Sphinx, Sphinx is trying to make it into the zone there. Goblin and Zedu as well. They're not really ready to take on that, fight there. But we can see Zedu getting damaged there by AOT. That means AOT can actually support them. Dream Team, on the other hand, they are very much close. The same teams left in this compound. They are in the same place till now. The Ancient Champions, they need to go into that safe zone. We have GS also trying to get into that zone. They are trying to look for a compound, but Miramar is very risky. If you cannot find a good compound, you'll be forced to play open field. And guess what? Everyone is watching you, and because they made it into a compound a little bit earlier than you, they will be taking you as their breakfast, lunch, or supper, depending on where they live. So this is something that people need to put in mind. Miramar, get your compound early, or basically where you want to be in. But Miramar is the game that changed the what's this, the results for PMGC for what's this, Alpha 7, right? That's the map that gave us that victory that we were looking for the last game. And Alpha 7 there, they landed very far out, and they were just coming in the zone slow. But a team was trying to get into a compound, and guess what? Someone was there, and Alpha 7 got an easy victory, right? So for the same thing here in any tournament, some maps you just have to be in the right place a little early, because once the zone starts moving, you'll find people holding places you never knew existed in Miramar. So please, if you're playing Miramar, again, Mitch Lessons 101 advice 2 for the night. Miramar, always find the right place a little bit early. Miramar is a little bit tricky, I'm not gonna lie. Miramar is not easy. It's a very tricky map. So RRAGE Esports there, we can see that is Balal getting, is it Balalal? Oh, it's Balalal. What is Balalal now? What is this, guys? Yesterday you made Priest say he'll not mention some names. Oh, we have AOT, they're losing numbers. One of the teammates has been knocked and thusted. Rise Esports as well, losing numbers to GES. I don't know why we cannot find these fights. They're happening in places we cannot see. So now GES is trying to go in for that push, but I believe Neon Rising is very much close. The beekeeper is aware that there's someone outside there. Grenade in his hand there, unknown. You have to be very careful. One beautiful grenade is going to be a Kobe on your face, but unknown is lucky that Nate doesn't really go close to him just yet, trying to smoke up the place here. He's trying to be safe, but then Neon Rising, they want to get closer. For RRAGE Esports, they are watching this fight from afar. Unknown is just trying to retreat as much as he can, because the molies, the nades are coming in where he is there. They're trying to, get him down, but the nades, molies, nothing is really connecting. AC closing in as well. Now this is going to be an interesting fight, because everyone will be watching. But Neon Rising, that guy gets a knock on the unknown, taking him back to lobby. His teammate Baby's in, on the other hand, gets spotted, and we have people just trying to get close. So their GS, unfortunately, unknown will not be surviving just yet. For GS, they're not even aware that the players from Neon Rising, one of their teammates is down. They're getting the revive, but GS cannot move just yet. There is a team third party, but they have to be really alert. One into tiny bitty mistake, they'll be going back to lobby now. It's going to be a very interesting night for them if they're not careful. Rise Esports, third party in GS, they're getting spotted. I told you there are a lot of third parties. You have AC. Oh, where did AC go to? Did he not? Okay, he's rotating far out. Okay, I see. So Rise Esports there, Aina was able to get a knock there. Now Ninja trying to get closer as well. A grenade in his hand there. Don't know if that nade is going to be a Kobe. GS, they're getting knocked by Neon. Baby Zine with the DPS. He gets 2 players from GS. Beautifully done there by Baby Zine. Last game he got knocked off of Buggy. At least he got to recover from that. Berserk tried to switch where they are, but it seems like Team Berserk there has been eliminated by the Doors of War. They have been taken back to lobby, and that leaves only one player standing, Zedu. The zone is very much damaging. He needs to make it into the zone. He needs to make the right rotations, but as you can see, it's not going to be an easy one. Most of the teams are in that zone. They want to take the best place that they can be in, so Zedu tries to stay by the edges of the zone there. Might just be something that works for now. But seeing that the zone is not even where he is as of now, he will be forced to get closer to the teams. 10 teams still standing, and they're still trying to find their way in Miramar buildings. Now, everyone right now is trying to push each other out. Neon Rising making their rotations. RRAGE Esports already holding a compound. Baby's in, looking for that perfect place to be in. Rise Esports player Anna, he's the last player standing. She or he I'm not sure if it's a lady or a guy playing there, but of course Anna, they're getting pushed there. Neon Rising making the rotations into the zone. Anna, you have to be careful. Unfortunately, Zedu will be spotted and will be going back slowly. Beautifully done there by that guy, and will be taking the last player from Rise Esports all the way back to lobby. Now this is just, I believe this is just how Miramar is. If you cannot find a location to hold, you'll be suffering. I mean, look at how the teams are making their rotations. Look at how they're trying to find the perfect place to hold. Not an easy thing to do, but let's see what's going to be happening there. Neon Rising player, that guy being spotted, very much damaged. He's low, but he can still maneuver around that. He can try and heal up, and maybe they can follow Babies in as he tries going for that push. A lot of things are in play. AC very much alert. They know there's someone there. Pride there being spotted. Two of them go down. Donkey trying to get closer. Boyka, he goes back in the vehicle, tries to switch his location, but he goes down. I mean, you took our teammate down. What do you think you're going to do after that? Now it's going to be up to the players from AOT. Only two of them standing, Temper and Kashi. They have to figure out what is next. The Dream Team trying to make their way into the zone. Neon Rising as well, very late rotation. The zone are getting good damage on these players, but they are still moving, they're still going, and they will not be stopping there just yet. The Dream Teams are not having it easy as well. Navy, they go in front of the player and they'll be going down, and AOT will not be stopping there. We have Dream Team player Nova. He wants to take on the fight, tries to get the pre-fires, basically shooting air because there's no one there, and he goes down as well. Now for the players from a Dose of War receiving the pressure. Leclerc is also trying to save his teammate, but I believe, oh my good lord, that everyone is going to be exposed to a lot of third-party fights. Team Pride still standing there, still trying to make their decision. For the AC, the Ancient Champions, they can't see Neon Rising. They're making their way into that safe zone. Neon Rising has been driving for the longest time in this game. If they're doing a mission on driving, they probably would have won it. But for now, they need to make their way into that safe zone. The AOTs, they can't see Team Pride. 6 teams still standing. I don't know if Rage is still in the game. Oh, they are. Balal goes down, and I believe that is Leclerc. He's doing a number. Beautifully played here. Grenade in his hand. There's Lazy. He wants to go in for that push, and SLK in his hand, and he knows, I mean, only 2 players standing. That's easy. Oh no, it's not easy. That's gonna be a Kobe on his face. Beautiful pre-nade. Now Rusini, last player standing from Rage. Cook something, brother. Cook something. Yo. That was a very, very beautiful grenade coming there from the Dose of War. They literally gave Rage Esports a dose of their own medicine, because that is what they've been doing for the team. And now Rossini trying to make it his way into the zone. Neon Rising player, that guy takes him back to lobby. The Dose of War, Kashi, he spots them, takes him down. Like there in that safe zone, he gets spotted as well. Sprays come from the sides, and he goes back to lobby. Now Team Pride, what is your plan? 3 teams remain standing. The zone is getting smaller. Now we have Neon Rising, AC, Team Pride still standing. Probably a second chicken dinner for Team Pride. Might just be the second team giving us a chicken dinner back to back. Let's see what's going to be happening here. He was not able to get the knock, but the player actually eliminated himself. So GG's for that. 2 teams remain standing. That's going to be Team Pride and Neon Rising. We have them trying to get, some fights happening here. Some rotation is happening from Beekeeper. I'm not sure if he's going to be looting or just getting some rotation yet. He just went, oh, okay. Camouflage time. Camouflage time. Camouflage. It's camouflage time, bro. Now he's going to be up to... Ooh, what? Don't kick what? No way, that's what we call a Kobe. Right on his face, the second player, don't kicks grenades. That means 2 players down for Neon Rising, and Neon Beekeeper are down on their knees. Babies in trying to get the revive. That guy is just snaking his way closer to Team Pride. Now Nalo and Donkey, you need to do something. I believe you have already got 2 players down. Donkey there trying to see if we can spot them, even at least get a task there, but then that's not going to be easy just yet. He's aware that guy is on that right side. The zone is pushing them. For Neon Rising, you are exposed there. Donkey, you need to be careful. They're trying to make it into the zone, and we have his teammate Nalo stopping them there. Beekeeper goes down as well. Now Neon Rising have the numbers, but what you do right now is gonna be called a big fumble, a fumble of the century. You had the numbers, you had the zone, But now with the zone shifting, Team Pride, they have the upper hand there. That guy very much alone in this last fight. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to take on the players from Team Pride by himself, but he seems confident with that AKM, Donkey and Nalo jumping up and down to see if they can spot him. They cannot see him. Beekeeper, he's still alive. He cannot be revived though, because if he tries to go in for that revive, that will be it for Neon Rising. Donkey there going in for that drop. He wants to loot it. The smoke is in there. Nalo gets a grenade happening there. If it's gonna be a good one, it's gonna be a Kobe, and that guy will be going back to lobby, but nothing really happens just yet. Pride Nalo, he's watching, he's looking. They know that guy is right in front of us, just we don't know where he is exactly, which is totally okay. I believe now we have the players from Neon Rising. That is, that guy is not going to be moving just yet. Donkey and Nalo trying to get closer, creeping in, and someone wants to camouflage that guy. The zone will be your downfall. He tries to get closer. Donkey is by the drop there. He spots him. He gets the defense happening, but Nalo will be saving his teammate, and that will be it for Team Pride. Beautifully played there. They have been able to get another chicken dinner. The second team in SSA to give us a second chicken dinner in a row. We saw that with the players from RRAGE Esports, but now Team Pride coming in there, 7 eliminations to their name and a chicken dinner. Beautifully played. Second place, we have Neon Rising. 6 eliminations. Third, we have AC. 2 eliminations. Fourth, we have Dose of War. 6. 5, we have AOT. 11. No, 9. There's 11. How they count RRAGE? 6, you have RRAGE Esports. 4. 7, you have Dream Team. 4. 8, you have Navy Seals. 4. 9, you have Rise Esports. 1. 10, you have BERSERK. 0. 11, you have GS. 4. 12, you have IBX Gaming. 0. 13, you have Rush Esports. 1. 14, you have RC with 1. Going on out with 4 eliminations, you have Pride and Nalo. Best companion in 3 rescues, Neon Rising. And finish out with the final elimination, you have Pride Nalo. Well, that's gonna be it for game number 4. For now, let's take a quick break, and then we'll be right back after the break. BRB. All right, so we are back, and it is the last game of the night, and we are back in that land called Miramar. Now, of course, we have seen two teams dominating so far in Group B. We have seen RRAGE ESPORTS giving us 2 chicken dinners, and then Team Pride giving us 2 chicken dinners as well. Now, in this last game, could be RRAGE ESPORTS, Pride, or any other team giving us a chicken dinner. All they need to do is just camp. Because at this point, I don't know what to tell anyone, because it seems like an easy lobby, but when it comes to the last one fight, it's actually a bit tricky for the teams here to survive. We have seen the strategies are kind of similar. Most of the teams are not taking on early fights, and if they are, they're just staying a little bit far from the fight just to make sure they don't get eliminated all at once. We have not seen consistent hot drops in Group B. Totally okay, but I believe all this comes down to they need to get as many eliminations as well as placement points at the end of the day. So far we have the safe zone choosing to be around Puerto Periso, Los Leones. They're around those areas there. They're waiting, to see where they want to be in. The safe zone actually is good, almost similar to the previous game, just that the previous game was more on the western side, around Patona, not that close to Puerto Paraíso, but this time around it has gone to Puerto Paraíso. GS, we have seen them landing here before, but then this time around they're going with the dose of war. We have Rush Esports. Oh shoot, I thought of it. Sorry guys. Okay. Rashi's was there. What? What's happening? Is this one guy? Is one guy destroying a team? So now we have 505. What you doing? What you doing, bro? Rush Esports, the first team to get eliminated in the last game of the night. Rush, what happened? Why did 505 do that? If you see there's a last enemy standing and just, not last year, the last player, and there's one enemy in front of you. I mean, the guy did not see me, so why would I fire anywhere? Like, the tree, I literally... Well, let's not find a way of comprehending what just happened there. Let's just watch the game. So now Team Pride here, they have been able to give us 2 chicken dinners, but it seems like they have a team here really close to them. Looking at Nalo, Donkik, and Yen. Nalo is the only one who's damaged so far. It seems like the team that is IBX Gaming, I was able to get some damage on them. For the Navy SEALs here, they are playing around Monte Nuevo. I think they will be looting there for a while before they make their rotations. For the AOT, again, they have been landing here in Mina del Sur, and no one has been following them. So if it works, it works. So stay there as long as you like. RRAGE ESPORTS Los Leones always with RC. Last game, RC was the first team to go back to lobby. At least they had 1 elimination, but that is not enough. Honestly, they need to do more than just get 1 elimination. You need 1 elimination and at least some placement points to back up those skills, right? So we have a team like AC, the Ancient Champions. Also a little bit safe here. I don't see anyone around them. Is this Impala? Oh, it is Impala. So we have AC in Impala as well as RRAGE Esports. We have Monkey enjoying his bicycle all the way to the zone. So now we have not seen intense fights really in Group B. We have seen a few, but not many intense fights. We have seen them trying to get each other, trying to basically, how do I put this, just take it safe, take it slow, play it safe. Group B is totally different from Group A. That's a fact. But I like how they play. Again, I've said this before, and might be helpful in a global setting where you're not in a hurry to take on fights. You're just assessing the situation and then joining the fight a little bit later. So now Rise Esports here, they seem to have a team right next to them that is Neon Rising. The Beekeeper is already knocked. I'm not sure if they can get a revive. Actually, they do. That guy is here, and he can easily get the revive on his knocked teammate. For Anna Monkey Penguin, they need to get closer, otherwise this will not go well. They need to get closer. They need to, you know, pressure Neon Rising and get those kills. Come on. Why are we so afraid of each other? Why are we afraid of each other? Why are we scared? Why? Why are we scared? Let me read this comment. Andira, what is Fa Nankaiza Koa Ramel? What did you just type? What did you just type? Okay. All right. I need to sit. Oh. My back, I beg. I beg. That's right. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, I am back and pumped to continue the live stream. Sometimes I listen to players texting something, and in my head it's funny anyway. So let's get to it. If you're watching the live, someone asked actually which group am I casting. Okay, let me repeat. This is Group B. It's on the caption for the title for the live stream. It's PUBG Mobile Sub-Saharan Clash Group Stage Group B. Okay, that DM was funny. Anyway, we have IVX Gaming. They are taking on a fight. Already Neymar there has been knocked and thus taken back to lobby. I don't know how to say this name again. I'll keep on saying it. But the teammate here that is Captain also going away with the damage there from Pride. Don't kick is actually good, and Captain is getting damaged with that spray. They're trying to get closer there, and we have one of them getting closer. Captain trying to engage. The devil is getting good damage on him. Actually was almost knocking him, but unfortunately his teammate is not there to save him. They're going away from this fight and they want to survive a little bit longer. Now 13 teams are still standing. We had Rush Esports. They have been eliminated a little bit too early in the game. Quite unfortunate for them. They will not be getting any eliminations from that, and even placement points. They will not be getting anything from going back to lobby that early. That is really unfortunate for them. They're team 8, that is AOT. I'm making a very nice rotation, but the thing is they might actually encounter Team Pride, a team that has given us 2 chicken dinners in a row, and they might just be looking for another one. We might just be having an encounter here, and AOT are lucky because Donkey and the teammates just changed their direction, but they would have engaged against them if they actually encountered them along the way there. We have Nalo making his rotation. I think Pride Yen already mentioned that there's a team passing by, and we have Yuri being spotted. Beautiful damage there from Yen. but of course he has to think this through before he actually engages that much. Before he decides to commit into this fight, he has to be very much aware of every single player in this team before he gets to engage. Now AOT here, so they will be holding that place for a while, but as they do that, let's go and check what RRAGE ESPORTS is up to, because it seems like they have Neon Rising on their back, and one of the teammates, that is that Kai, is already down. So for Neon Rising, they have potential. What I don't understand is how they end up losing a fight along the way. That is something I've not yet understood. But then luckily for a player like that guy, he showed patience in the last game, got second place for the team, not a chicken dinner. But for the placement points, that was a good one. 6 points is okay. I mean, if it works, it works. So Team Pride there have finally taken on that fight, and you have them getting a couple of knocks to their name. Donkey, they want to go in for the push there. They want to get closer. Donkey finally with his vehicle getting closer there. We have AOT, one of the teammates is down. Nalo as well making his rotation there, and Yuri Boyka wanting to get away. He gets knocked there by the devil, and now it's gonna be up to the last player, Temper, to go away from this fight and get to survive a little bit longer to get his teammates some placement points. But someone is supporting him, is getting good damage. RC, they're looking at Temper. The vehicle is getting damaged. Temper, you need to continue going, but no, the vehicle has been ruined. The tire is done. I don't think he has a spare tire in his bag, and we have the players from RC trying to close in on him here. They want to get that last player, Temper, choosing, okay, let's go in for that fight. Let's get to it, and RC get there finally. And Temper, oh, he will not be surviving that. If I were him, just assuming if I was a pro player, I'd have, jumped into that vehicle and gone away. That's the problem of watching a lot of fiction. Don't do that. Don't watch fiction like me. You'll end up thinking you can do things that are impossible to be done even in a game. Okay, so 12 teams remain standing. That zone is shifting. People are now getting closer to each other. The fights finally will kick off, and RRAGE ESPORTS, a team that has been patient before, is still patient. For BERSERK, we have not seen them yet at their best, but game 1 and 2 they actually got good placement points. They're good eliminations. Our teammate, I believe that is Goblin, has been doing a good job here for Team BERSERK, getting a lot of eliminations, getting those damage and placement points. He has been doing a good job so far for his team, but let's see how far that will take them if it comes to the overall results. Will they be going into that semi-finale? Now, where they have the players from BERSERK, they have IBX Gaming on their right side. There will be, they have to be a little bit careful though. Where they are isn't really a good place. They can easily get exposed to a team from the high ground, and we have Navy SEALs coming into the high ground position right now. They might just spot Team BERSERK, depending on how Team BERSERK decides to go about this, because I've seen where the teammates are hiding. A player like Goblin was on the roof, so I don't think that is a place you want to be in. Okay, he goes into a compound, totally okay, even better, and more survival for the team. RRAGE ESPORTS taking on a Dream Team. Let's see what they're up to. Their Slazy, 1 elimination. The Dream Teams now have lost one of their teammates. Someone there is getting damaged, and that is Chad. He's trying to get away, but Balalal is getting damage on this player. That name is so heavy on my tongue. Yeah, the Kenyan in me struggling to say that name, but of course, yeah, the Dream Team player that is sad trying to retreat here with a buggy that is pretty much damaged. But BERSERK player Wraith there might actually spot him, but I don't think he actually is aware that someone is going in on that side. There you have Zedu getting a couple of knocks there. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to thirst, but of course the spray and the thirst was confirmed there by Zedu. For RC on the other side there, they're getting some fight happening where they are. We can see people getting knocked there. Neon Rising as well taking on a fight for RC. One player remains standing, and that is Fedro, and I don't think he wants to take on the fight just yet. Their Team Pride very much close to where they are. Shiano goes down as well, taken back to lobby immediately, and that's gonna be up to Fedro to either engage or go away from this fight. But either way, RC right now is on the losing side. They have lost the numbers, and they need to get moving before anything changes. For Team Pride, they have the elimination points. They are basically confirmed for them. IBX Gaming taking on Neon Rising. That guy very much down. And Baby Zane will be seen trying to get the revive happening there. Loga trying to stop this from happening, but unfortunately that guy will be revived by Baby Zane, and the numbers will be back up. A nade coming where he's there. Might just be a Kobe. The nade actually looked good, but the nade will not be landing where we have Loga just yet. He has time to survive. His teammate, that is WLY, while Willio, Will? Is it Will? I'm going to say Will. So his teammate Will there is also not that close to his teammate. He's trying to see if he can spot him, you know, belly bottoms and all, trying to go up there, but it did not work out. He's trying it over and over, but it is not working out as planned. AC might just be third party in this fight as well. Team BERSERK playing it safe, totally allowed. Doesn't have to be a very aggressive game just yet. They have 11 teams still standing, no placement points at this point, so they have to be very much careful with this. Now we are in that fourth phase of the zone, going into the fifth phase of the zone. Puerto Paraíso not that safe anymore. Most of the games, actually the last zone fight, will be in an open field with a lot of ridges. So if you're very comfortable playing in ridges and you have good game sense, very alert during the fight, you will be able to hear third parties while they fight with other teams. But so far 11 teams are still standing. A team there like GS, they haven't really made their way into the safe zone just yet. We have a team that is Team Pride as well, not in the safe zone. Neon Rising, they're still holding the same place. They had a team that was pressuring them, that is IBX Gaming. And Loga goes down. No, that will be it there. We have Willio trying to get trying to, you know, hold it down here, but then the players of Neon Rising are holding it out. They're making sure he cannot do anything. He tries to engage, but Neon Rising's strategy was just a little bit better, and they'll be taking him back to lobby. Fedro camping because, I mean, he's down numbers, and all he can do is wait for that opportunity next time. So 10 teams still standing. The zone is still actually about to get smaller, and the teams right now will not be able to do anything other than just engage in these fights. They do not have otherwise. They just have to fight. They just have to engage. RRAGE Esports, Team Pride, all these teams, they need to make their way into that safe zone. They need to be safe enough to take on fights. But if they're not, then they will be getting they will be getting a very hard time here, trying to, you know, make it into that safe zone, trying to get a compound to occupy. But Team Pride there will be going in for that push on RRAGE, and actually someone was able to get some damage, but they're finally here. Pride Devil will be going down. Yen goes in for that push. One player finally knocked there from RRAGE Esports. Molly goes in from Pride. Dunkkick is actually mauling his teammate. Slazy coming in from the back there, grenade in his hand there. We have seen how the nades from RRAGE Esports are good, but we have Pride Nalo going in for that push there. Slazy changing his position, and Nalo will not be stopping there. Slazy is also retreating. He's very fast on his feet. A grenade is in hand there. Donkey goes down on Nalo. Be very much careful. A grenade is on Slazy's hand there. The pre-fires are good. The damage did not even register, and we have Nalo being spotted as well. The cover from RRAGE Esports player is really, really good, and we have Nalo trying to cook up a grenade there, looking for that Kobe on Slazy. But if that nade is not good, it's not going to be working. Nades are coming in from RRAGE Esports as well. I mean, Team Pride right now, they are facing a very intense day, and Slazy's grenade will be connecting. Now last player Team Pride trying to give some cover. Slazy goes down. Beautiful done there by Yen, and he wants to, oh no, it's Neon Rising third party. Oh crap, we have RRAGE Esports. They have been in the hot seat right now. They are receiving the pressure, and we have Neon Rising closing in there. They want to get closer. They want to get the eliminations counting, and Baby's in will be getting the rotation happening there. Team Pride getting the revive. He knows they're there. He tries to cope up and try and see he can see something, but he's not able to spot them just yet. Team BERSERK on the side doing a good job. They have a couple of eliminations to their name, but Neon Rising right now, they had the upper hand, but they seem to have called back Babies in to avoid that fight for now. Now Team Pride, the revive finally happened there. Nalo trying to cook up a nade, looking for that Kobe on Rossini, but he'll be going away with his baggy. He needs to make it into the safe zone. Rossini, off he goes. Actually no, oh yes he is. Off he goes, and he will not be engaging. Slazy on the other hand, he's just waiting. I mean, if you think we've left, then you're wrong. We're still here and we're locked in. But let's see if that's going to be an easy game here for RRAGE Esports. I don't know about RRAGE, no. RRAGE, this last games, the games have been a little bit tricky for them. How many eliminations to their name? 3. That's a little bit lower for RRAGE Esports, seeing that they've been able to get 10, 15 kills easy. But of course, I mean, Miramar, different setting, different plays. But now the players are there from Team Pride trying to make their way into that safe zone. They have to get there before the player from RRAGE Esports spots them as they make their rotations into that safe zone actually. Rise Esports, we have Ninja there coming from the back, and Friday N will be going down. Nalo, last player standing, he's confused, he doesn't know what to do. He just saw his teammate flying out the vehicle, and all he could do is just panic. Now Team BERSERK there, they have the location, they have the view, they can't get the elimination point, and they spot Neon Rising player there. We have Beekeeper sprayed. The sprays don't really connect just yet there. They need to do something. Neon Rising, they are exposed, and he goes back to lobby. Now the players are from Team BERSERK are feeling good about this game. Rise Esports, they're watching the fight as it happens. Their monkey gets knocked by the zone. Team BERSERK are still fishing the eliminations. They're still doing a good job surviving, but they are not yet done. You have the dose of war here. They have been able to spot the players from Team BERSERK. We can see them trying to scope them there. They're trying to get some eliminations, but then nothing is really happening just yet. Navy SEALs, they are spotted as well. Wraith goes down. I mean, Team BERSERK cannot fumble this because they had the view, they had the numbers. All they needed to do was engage when teams are distracted. Now you have Goblin and Zedu looking to get some Kobe's there on Team Rise, but the nade doesn't really connect because the player is actually a bit too far here. But they're still trying to get the nades happen there. Goblin gets spotted, he goes down. Zedu trying to get some cover there on his teammate. He needs to get the revive. They lose the numbers quick. Only two of them remain standing. Reach very much low. Zedu trying to get the revive, and Penguin will be going in for that push, but Zedu will not be stopping that revive just yet. He knows he has time. He finishes the revive, and Zedu tries to engage, but both of them go down, and we'll have Penguin taking them back to lobby with that spray, and that's gonna be up to Rich here to try and get a chicken dinner for Team BERSERK. The zone is their downfall right now. Rise Esports, as they try to make it into the zone here, we have a DW Sports and their Wraith. He has to make it into the zone. Their last player from what is this? Team BERSERK, Wraith. He's spotted, tries to do something, but that will be it for him tonight. And we have the dose of war finally getting their well-deserved chicken dinner. So Dose of War giving us a chicken dinner. Not only a chicken dinner, but Dose of War will be getting a chicken dinner with a total of 7 eliminations to back that up. Second place, you have Team BERSERK with a total of 8 eliminations. I feel like Team BERSERK can do more. I just don't know what's happening in between there, but I feel like they can do more. Third place, you have Rise Esports, so 3 eliminations. Fourth, you have Navy SEALs with 0 eliminations. 5, you have Neon Rising, 7 eliminations. 6, you have Team Pride, 10 eliminations. Oh, Team Pride, 10 eliminations. What? 7th place, you have RRAGE Esports with 4. 8, you have AC with the 8. 9, you have GS0. 10, you have RC2. 11, you have IBX Gaming 0. 12, you have Dream Team 0. 13, AOT 0. And then 14, Rush Esports 1. Going a lot with 6 eliminations, we have AC, Alush, Best Companion, The One Rescue. We have Pride Nalo, and then finisher with the final elimination. We have Dose of War 11. I mean, that game could have gone any other way, but it seems like for tonight, most of the teams are either guessing or the game is just not theirs. But anyway, guys, that is it for tonight's games for Group B. We have watched 5 games so far. 2 teams, that is RRAGE Esports and Team Pride, gave us 2 chicken dinners each. First and second game went to RRAGE Esports. Third and fourth game, Team Pride came in with that chicken dinner. And then the last game, just to finish it off, we have a Dose of War team there giving us a chicken dinner. Well played from all the teams in Group B. Has been a little bit slow there for Group B, not really aggressive. It did pay off for some teams. Some of them did not get really a lot of elimination points, placement points as well. A lot of things are just shaky for some teams. But of course, guys, we are just getting started. They have finished their 5 games. 5 games to go for them next week. But for now, it will be good night from your girl Mitch Gaming. I'll be seeing you guys same time, same place. Today is midnight, right? Today at 10 p.m. for Group C games. So of course, guys, I cannot wait to see you there. Let's see what Group C can cook up for us. For now, this has been SSA Clash Group Games for Group B. See you tomorrow. Remember to spread some love and enjoy your night. Bye.